Good morning and welcome to ACC 124. This video is going to cover your Blackboard course and what's on it and how to maneuver through your assignments and submit your assignments. This is one of 3 videos. The other 2, one is your syllabus, and hopefully you've already watched that, and the other one is printing to a file and Microsoft Access itself. So my guess is you haven't watched the video on the printing yet, but hopefully you have gone over the syllabus. If you haven't, not a big deal. You can watch that after this video. So we're going to start by just going over the Blackboard and how things are laid out on it for this course. So as you can see, here is the weekly announcements. I will send out announcements at least once a week, if not more. I will send those out when grading has been done, so you can go into your check your grades and view the comments to see what, if anything, that you missed on those weekly assignments. Just because you got a perfect score does not mean that I didn't make comments. So it is very important that you go into the comments and read it, especially in the first couple weeks. The first week's assignments, I tend to be very generous with the grades. So even if you got a 15 out of 15 and a 20 out of 20, does not mean that you didn't miss things that you want to make sure you correct for the following week where points would be taken off. So don't let the score misguide you. Make sure you look at the check your grades and the comments. Each week I get harder and harder on the grades, so you want to make sure that even if you're starting to work on the next week's assignments before I get the grading done, you want to go ahead and go back and check the grades and then make sure you make any corrections with what you're working on. You can submit your assignments as many times as you want. So even if you've already turned your assignments in on a Thursday and I just got the grading done, you can go back in and make corrections. So the first tab is Start Here. Under Start Here, it just gives an overview of the class, very similar to what's in the syllabus, and then the minimum technology requirements and the minimal technical skills. Obviously, you need to have a computer and you need to have internet access. Every once in a while there does become a problem with that, so you just need to understand that if your computer or your internet access becomes unreliable, while I do understand that does present a problem, you're in an online course that is a computer course. You are going to have to get to a computer lab or at the library. It's not just the campus that you can get to. You can get to any campus, first of all, or you can go to any library, or you can go to anyone's house that has a computer. But you do have to get your work done. The due dates are there. You know the due dates. Don't wait till Monday night to get your homework done. Lack of a computer is not an excuse for not getting your work done. All students have to have Microsoft Access 2016. I said this in the syllabus. If you don't have Office Access 2016, you have access to Office 365. Every student here has access to that. I'm going to show you where you can go ahead and get that in a few minutes. So that is available to everyone. If you choose not to install it, then you're going to have to spend a lot of time in the computer labs. If you use a Mac, you need to get it installed as soon as possible. We've had only trouble with one student in the past several years, but that being said, I want to make sure everyone is able to get it going. Technical skills, you need to be able to send and receive emails, upload, download files, use Office, and use Word. Alright, so then if we go to my instructor, here's my contact information, my email, campus hours, those are also listed in the syllabus. This is just a brief introduction about myself. And then this button here, if you choose to, you can email me directly. So if you're in Blackboard and you want to, you can just click on email me and it will take you directly to me. That is completely up to you, but that will take you directly into me. And then right below that, I gotta come out of edit mode. Sorry about that. Right below that, my office hours again. I don't have virtual hours, but you can email me at any time. And then, oh, I guess I gotta make some of this stuff available to you, don't I? I'm sitting here talking about a course that. Let me go ahead. Okay, I went ahead and got things in a little better view for you. Took away some of the extra that you were looking at my view, so sorry about that. So under the syllabus and schedule, you can now see your syllabus, which, like I said, there was a separate video on going over that. Here's your syllabus. Here's your schedule of assignment, which is just the last page and a half of your syllabus. Here is your syllabus quiz. And then here will be the syllabus video, the video that I am talking to you on right now, and then the intro to access and printing video. Obviously, because you're listening to the video, it does show up here, but I'm recording it right now so it doesn't show up as I'm doing it. So that's where those will go. So this is your, you can find all this information here under syllabus and schedule, and you can come back to it at any time. So here is your syllabus quiz. All you have to do to access any one of those is click on it, and it will show up down here. Your syllabus quiz, you need to answer that by watching these 3 videos, looking at your syllabus, and then emailing it to me by Friday. Under course content is several different miscellaneous items that you'll use during the course. First is your PowerPoint. If you click on PowerPoint, it is broken out by chapter. All 7 chapters, including chapter 10, which I'll talk about in a minute, are out here that you can go and look at. I would go through in a class setting. I don't use the PowerPoint, but what I cover in class is basically what's in a PowerPoint. I think many of you would find this useful, especially as we get past the first couple chapters. So these are out here to guide you. If we back up, printing one form to a page, this is just a self-document. As a refresher, I recommend you look at the video, but just a reminder, this is for a form to a page, which will come into play for chapter 2. And here is the instructions on Office 365, how to download it if you do not have Access 365, the step-by-step. And then this last folder is when you're going through each chapter, there are, I want to call it like a manila color, examples in each chapter on how to. And that's what's in these. So Intro to Access, this is the Traders database. If you back up one, oops, I backed up to the same one. This is the chapter 2, here's the files, and then I also gave you the solutions. Here's the property. So it just kind of shows you how to go through and work it both forward and backwards if you choose to do it that way. Chapter 5, if I'm jumping around, hands-on solution. So going back to course content, that's what's in there for you. And then course assignments. Here's week 1 through 7, including the final project. If we go into week 1, here's your quiz. Notice it says attached is the quiz. You have 2 attempts. Once you start it, you must finish it. So as soon as you click on it and hit begin, that is a start. So please be careful. As soon as I hit begin, there's my quiz. Right. So you want to be careful that when you go in here, you're ready to take it. And I think I said there were 10 questions. I apologize. There's 20. You go in, you take the quiz, you hit submit. Mine's going to yell at me. It tells you how many you don't have answered, and then it's done. If you hit OK, it tells you what you got wrong. It does not tell you what you got right. Now I got to figure out how to get out of my preview. Leave. Alright, if you go into the hands-on exercise, for those that haven't used a assignment before, hands-on 1. Here it says everything that you need. However, in order to use the assignment, you need to click on the words that say Chapter 1 hands-on or Chapter 1 homework. Click on it. It tells you when it's due. It's worth 15 points, and then it says go to page 93. Start with the database below. You will work through each of the 3 hands-on exercises and print the following steps. When you're done, attach those steps and your database and the new database. You'll have 5 attachments when you're done. So I tell you how many databases or how many attachments you will have left. 5. So you do all the steps in the 3 hands-on exercises, but I only want you to print these 5, or 3 plus the 2 databases. So what you do is you open the database. When you click on it, it opens. Notice it opening down here. I click on it, it opens. Many times you have to enable content. It depends on how your computer is set up. The first thing I suggest you do is you save it to a place on your designated area for your class. I would suggest a flash drive. I'm going to just go ahead and save it to my hard drive, and now you're ready to go. You would go to page 93, as it says, and work every step, but only stopping. So you notice in hands-on 1, I don't want any printouts, but hands-on 2 and 3, I do. So you would work and go through. Everything in here is just part of it. These are tables. These are queries. These are forms. These are reports. Oh, I picked a report with a name. Let's see. Picked a report with another name. There's a report. Now I go through more about those as we get going in the other video. So when you're done, you're going to come down and you'll hit Browse My Computer. And I said I saved these on my desktop. You go to where you saved it. I'm going to see how right here it has this little lock. I'm going to highlight it real quick. See, there's 2 databases. One of them has like what looks like a little lock above it. One of them doesn't. You do not want to attach the one with the lock, because notice over here it says 1 kilobyte compared to the one above it. That is only a locked database. I can't open that. So you do not want to attach that. You want to attach... Oh, I got to get out of that mode. There we go. You want to attach this one. So we hit open. It puts it there. That's the database. Then I want to attach a PDF. That's, let's say, my first printout, my second printout, and my third printout. And then I would hit submit. Notice I don't have 5, so obviously I'm missing something. Now it doesn't like it because I'm a faculty, not a student. So I will hit thinking. There we go. And then it says it's not saved, which we already knew. Alright, so that is exactly what you do for each of those assignments. And again, it's gone through on the printing. So it's out here for week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The final project, nothing's there yet, so sorry. And then discussion board. You come out here and I introduced myself. I'd like you to come out here, introduce yourself, and give me 2 facts. That also is due by Friday. Just a brief introduction. We don't use Collaborate. The calendar, though, based on how we implemented things, I believe, because of the assignment, will show you your assignments that are due. And then you check your grades. We'll show you items that are due. Notice I have something that needs grading because I went out there and submitted something. So it will show me that I have things that need to be grading based on when you guys submit stuff. So there's all your grades and everything and the due date. So you will show something like this when you submit something. That is pretty much everything in Blackboard. Again, the first thing you need to do is get your syllabus quiz, which you will be able to answer based on your syllabus. This video, your intro to access and printing, and your syllabus video, and then you also get your introduction in as well. If you have any questions at all throughout the course, please make sure you ask, and I wish you the best of luck.